listening to Ebony Butterfly. I'm your host, Ebony Butterfly. Today we have my co-host today.
It's Ty, baby.
It's Ty, baby. It's Mr. Allen today. So what are we going to talk about today, Ty?
We're going to talk about dating your spouse.
Dating your spouse. Dating your spouse. How to date your spouse. How to keep your marriage interesting, so to say, I guess you would say. How to keep the spice.
Spice up. Because when your everyday life, you get caught up if you have kids, little kids, big kids, work, sleep. How do you balance all that and have time for each other?
Have time for each other. Like, because you and I were talking earlier today about our very first date. And, and so, like, our very first date. And actually, I feel like we date each other a lot. I feel like even our gym time together is sort of like dating each other, right?
It is. One thing that we've done, it actually indirectly turned into a date we look forward to is when you work on Sunday. I take you to work.
You take me to work.
Because it's our time.
It is.
Like her job is about 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
And so obviously, if I'm off on Sunday, obviously you can drive yourself to work every day.
Yeah.
But you and I make it a thing. And
so I work about 4 hours at my part-time job on Sundays. So like we make it a thing. Like Ty drives me to work and he picks me up, and it's just our time together. It's nice. I enjoy it.
Yeah, look forward to it. That's the thing we miss. Like if I do have to work on a Sunday, because you work every Sunday.
Yeah, I work every Sunday.
And when I do have to work, then we don't get to do it. But we put that time in. It's just it's that 40 minutes there, 40 minutes back, and we still have the rest of our day together. But that's kind of our our little date.
Yeah, because especially on Sundays when we're both off. Well, if we're not getting up and going to the gym Sunday morning, we sort of just sleep in, and then we just get up and just. In time for me to, get ready to go to work. And sometimes you'll work in the yard, but like even whatever you're doing, you'll stop what you're doing and to take me to work and to pick me up.
And that's another part of being busy if you do your own yard work.
Yeah.
And my yard's a beast, so
yeah.
And that but I look forward to doing it, but it's got to be done.
Yeah.
And speaking of that kind of turns into what you could kind of, look at it as a date, because if I'm outside working in the yard and you're inside cooking, like, I'll come get you.
Yeah.
I'll be like, just come outside. Just grab your drink, come outside.
So I was like, sit on the patio and watch me.
Yeah, just sit there. I just want to see you, wave at you. I mean, I'm just doing my thing. I know we got stuff to do, and but take 5-10 minutes out and get it done.
Or I just want to I don't want to come out there. I want to lay in bed and watch TV, but I go out. It's fun.
And another thing to do is the overnight trips. And a way
we do we call them day trips, right? We'll catch a flight and
I was gonna say even before that, because of your job, that makes that part of it
easy.
Nothing. But before that, we would drive.
Yeah.
We would if you can get 2 days off in a row, we drove
Savannah, Charlotte, Charleston, Atlanta, beach.
Yeah.
We Hilton Head. We do a lot of beach trips.
Mm-hmm.
Like beach trips are like some of our favorite.
And it's just simple overnight. We'll go.
Not expensive. Usually an Airbnb.
Or a hotel.
Or a hotel. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And then, and we spend that time together. But normally when we do that, the kids are with us. If we go to the beach, which is fun, we look forward to them because our kids are big. So when they come home, doing stuff with them, but it's still
we have to kidnap them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you guys are good. Like they're busy. Like they're gonna take a day, and come hang out with us.
And then to fall backwards on that. Just a day trip where you go somewhere for a day and you come back that day.
Yeah.
And I think it's also about doing different things. Like if
we go visit friends, that's a part of I feel like that's like you and I having like a date. It's sort of like when we go visit friends, like a double date. We're going to hang out with friends just for the day.
Yeah.
We'll drive up, hang out with them for the day. Yeah, either hang out at their house, eat, drink, or go something like if something's going on in the city, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, and then come back. Sometimes we come back that night or just the next day.
Yeah.
You know,
Coming back.
Doesn't have to be anything big. It doesn't have to be like a lot of money involved either.
Yeah, speaking of not, and let's work our way backwards from not spending a lot of money. I mean, because people are busy. Their lives are busy. So your date time could also be like cooking together.
Oh yeah, we do that.
Our cooking together gets very.
Well, I cook and Ty watches me cook.
Oh, is that what's going on? No, well, when I'm cooking, you're over my shoulder. Why did you do that? Why did you? Is that too much? That you know that? Hey. I know what I'm doing. I done got the recipe off the internet, and I'm getting it together.
That's so funny.
And so
I'm just trying to like help, because you do a little bit of help.
No, I don't want. No, I'll let you know. Go cut go dice up some lettuce for me.
Go dice up some lettuce. Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
All right.
But yeah, even that, like if you're week busy, kids, work, sleep.
Yeah.
If you're trying to stay in shape, I mean, going to the gym is important. You know, trying to for your health. So that has to be a priority. And and who you're with understands, or they should. I mean, it shouldn't diminish the time for yourself to try to take time for them if they understand.
And it just takes a little bit because obviously, I mean, with time and such, we don't have younger children. People that have younger children, to get out to take time to spend with your significant other, your spouse. Doesn't have to be a lot. It could, like you said, it could be cooking together. It could be working in the yard. It could be our little, like how you take me to work on Sundays, and that's like a date, and it's cute and it's fun, and it just helps us just reconnect and just
absolutely.
That little bit of time together. And some of these, a lot of this doesn't cost us anything. Doesn't cost us anything. So that's another thing too. People are like, well, we don't go out, we don't date each other because we don't have the money.
Don't have the money.
Doesn't have to be about money.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be about
money.
And
it doesn't have to be about a whole lot of time. But it's important to make it a priority.
It is.
Such as, write down, and I would suggest, if you say, I have no time, you like, Ty, I have no time to do nothing you said. Nothing. Which, okay.
Make some time.
So, but here's what I would suggest to you say that. Write a list down of priorities. What's important? And, work. Okay, none of this happen without work. Whatever it is for you.
Yeah.
And as you make your list.
Spending time with family and friends and, outside of your spouse. Because you got to spend time with your friends, you got to spend time with your family. If you have younger children, you got to spend time, especially if you have multiple children, individual children, giving them each their individual time.
Write it all down. And then put date my spouse on the list. You probably wouldn't have ever thought about it. Put it on the list. Then from there, put it in order of importance, right? And here's the real key. If you put the list somewhere you can see every day, refrigerator, or the mirror in the bathroom, and
in your car.
And if you don't even really have to put a check, but having a check would even be better. But see, what are you doing every day? And so then you're like, yeah, okay, I went to work today, handled that. I went to the gym today, handled that. Checked my kids' homework, handled that. Whatever. And then when you see that you got all these checks behind everything else, and date night is not getting anything.
Or date minute. You probably have a date minute.
Date minute.
Date minute.
Date minute. Yeah, and you're like, okay, date minute hasn't gotten any checks. That will make you bounce it up. Okay, you know what? Maybe I won't do my cardio gym today, or maybe I'll come straight home. Maybe I'll get gas before I go to work instead of just whatever.
Yeah.
But when you see you see that that part is being neglected, in your mind, it just automatically going to make it be a priority.
Yeah.
And like I say, we're lucky because we don't have little children, and even like right now doing this podcast,
this is our day.
It's a day. It's a day for us because if not one of you like it, we're gonna watch it over and over and laugh.
That is very, very true. Okay, so we're gonna wrap up. So we're gonna wrap it up, and so we're talking about how to date your spouse.
Date your spouse.
And I hope you guys got some good information from it. I mean, I did. Well, you and I try to keep it.
Yeah, we got to keep it hot. Keep it hot in the streets.
Keep it hot in the streets. And people are like, y'all are corny. But we are.
Corny.
We Like it's
Recording together.
Okay, so we're going to sign off. Remember to raise your vibrations. See you later. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. See you later.